Contact us today for a free consultation and quote, and let's introduce you to convenience.
Lasso Frame Maritime Limited, the best in marina services. At our facilities, security checks ensures that all vehicles are secured. Our newly renovated bathrooms are always kept in a clean working order. Need repairs and maintenance? We have you covered. Our qualified workmen will get the job done. Boat storages.
Sure.
From our marina, you can easily push off for a family sailing trip. Or out fishing with the boys. Or a fun DDI experience with friends. Boat repairs, secured parking, extensive camera system, boat charters, boat rentals, down the island parties. Contact us at 1-868-634-1653. Lasso Frame Maritime Limited, the best in marina services. Life's better on a boat.
Well, a pleasant evening to all you football fans out here in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, the tri-state of Grenada. And for those of you out there in the Eastern Caribbean and in the wider region, we are looking at football out here at the Fore Recreation Ground. And we're talking about one of the friendlies within a series organized by the Grenada Football Association. And this is in preparation for the Grenada national team Spice Boys. They have been doing the rounds as they prepare for their final group CONCACAF Nations Cup game. And with us is St. Lucia versus La Horquetta Rangers, a professional outfit. La Horquetta Rangers, a professional lineup from Trinidad and Tobago visiting Grenada, and this is their first of three friendlies. Looking at the starting lineup for the La Horquetta Rangers, we have Jabari Sentile, the goalkeeper, Jesus Perez, Javon Morris, Leslie Russell, Caleb Sturge, Real Gill, Jamal Creighton, Daniel David, Isaiah Lee, Ataula Guerra, and Tyrone Charles. We have the skipper, and he is Jamal Creighton. Trinidad and Tobago, La Horquetta Rangers, out here at the Fore Recreation Ground. For St. Lucia, we have Vince Bartlett in goal, Melville Doxili, Shandy Evans, Ed Fred, Alvin Mears, Andros Remy, Leros Henville, Lester Joseph, Aaron Richard, and Donovan Purpey, together with Saviola Elva. Out here at the Fore Recreation Ground, St. Lucia national team versus the professional outfit from Trinidad and Tobago, La Horquetta Rangers. And with me this evening, nice bright atmosphere here, just conducive for football, is Chester Bandy David. We know him as a former Grenada national. Chester, pleasant evening.
Good evening to you, Selwyn, and it's a joy to be here at the Fore Recreation Ground to witness this encounter between La Horquetta Rangers from the professional team from Trinidad, and also St. Lucia here this afternoon. We anticipate a very keen and exciting football game here this afternoon here at the Forest Recreation Ground.
Well, the ground is conducive to the game, as it is. Looking at it, it's carpet-like,
yeah,
and
somewhat dry.
Well, yes, we are into the dry period,
Yeah.
and you can expect it. It could be bumpy at times, yes, and once the players have the capacity to control well, I don't think that should, cause any problems. As a matter of fact, when you have football at this level on this kind of bumpy surface, you tend to keep that ball in control, a lot of ground passing, and that would do well. So let's see what will happen. The Trinidad and Tobago Horquetta Rangers, they are a professional outfit, and being professional, you know that they are accustomed to the game at this level.
Definitely, and professional football is something that they should accustom to in terms of as they come here to play this friendly encounter. St. Lucia, I think you're familiar with them. I'll be seeing both of the teams here this afternoon for the very first time, so I'll do my assessment as the game go on this afternoon, Selvin. But it's a good evening, as I said earlier, for football, and we anticipate both teams to give a good showing here this afternoon.
Well, St. Lucia on the last two occasions, against Grenada, they won the first one 2-1, and the second one they lost to Grenada 2-0. Looking at St. Lucia,
your assessment?
Yes, a very good team nonetheless. A very good team in defense more so. I've seen them work that ball in the defense, holding the ball well, controlling the ball well, passing the ball well.
The midfield, how does it look like?
That where some of the problems exist, because you would have the attackers, the strikers coming forward to help in midfield, and they just can't find they're making a lot of bad passes, stringing bad passes in midfield, because the attackers have to come, and it's usually modeled up. Sometimes you find a big opening, and then sometimes you find it modeled up. So there's a lot of indecision within that sector of the field. So we are looking at the teams lining up, ready to come on. And remember, this series organized by the Grenada Football Association, GFA, and looking at what you call the transformative side of football, where football is being played over the past few weeks constantly.
Well, I think it's really good for the FA, and in terms of the building up of the national team, and even to get the standard what they're looking for in terms of the national players to be ready. So this encounters and them is very important for the national team, so that in terms of preparing for this big game against the United States of America, you have to really be at the standard.
Well, Horquetta Rangers, being a professional outfit in Trinidad and Tobago, are accustomed to this kind of play. They should provide that kind of
platform,
obviously, for the Grenada side. Let's see exactly what will happen this evening. Here are the officials before the crowd here at the Forest Recreation Ground. We have the St. Lucia outfit. They are in blue, led by Doc Seeley, and the Horquetta Rangers outfit in that sort of reddish outlook.
Yes,
nice colors, all red.
Lovely
It's
colors.
easy to pick out on the field of play.
Yeah.
Doc Seeley leading off the St. Lucia outfit, and for Horquetta Rangers, Creighton. Any moment we will see the kickoff. The officials ensuring.
It has been looking at the turnout here this evening. Your thoughts on that here? I think we anticipate a lot more people to be here at the Forest Recreation to witness that encounter here this afternoon.
Well, normally when you look at it nationwide, you would find that the Grenada national team would always attract a lot of spectators in. And then remember, we are close to midweek.
Yes.
But as a football fan, that shouldn't take away from you coming to look at a good game.
Yeah.
Here the players making the lineup. And remember, this is one of a series of 3 friendlies for the Horquetta Rangers. This is the 3rd friendly for St. Lucia national team.
You know what today would be the second encounter between La Horquetta, the Rangers team.
The second encounter.
Yeah. You have any ideas of what day that will be the second encounter against Grenada?
That is going to be Friday.
On Friday afternoon.
Yes,
will
Friday.
Be at the same,
Friday.
At Far Vacation Ground as well.
I think it will be, yes.
Well, we expect a good and exciting game here, Selwyn, this evening, and looking at Trinidad always produce some really good footballers, so we expect a good game from La Horquetta Rangers here out of Trinidad. Professional football, they should have some standard with them here this afternoon.
And this is number 7, Creighton, meeting the officials, the Trinidad outfit, and also Russell. Number 9, Gill, and 11, Guerra.
Creighton. The head coach, Mr. Dave Marina.
The St. Lucia outfit here. Getting that pick.
Ladies and gentlemen, your starting lineup for Team St. Lucia for tonight.
And La Horquetta Rangers.
Always a nice atmosphere to get a snap, as a team. Selwyn, it gels nice, in terms of representing your.
Pays well for the archives.
Yes, it is. And they look to me to be the pretty young team here this afternoon.
Well, yes, football now is for the youth, and the captains. Having a word with the referee, getting the toss, check what their positions, and that's Creighton and Doc Seeley, Creighton from Rangers, now shaking hands. Fair play. Nice greeting. And we are all ready to go. We have for Trinidad and Tobago in goal, Jabari Sentile.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready.
And in goal for St. Lucia, we have Herbasley. The officials having a word of prayer. Good going by the officials.
It is, and to see it's to look international, standard, It's really good, to see it, they keep that standard of, that FIFA look forward to, And as you were saying, Selwyn, all kudos to in terms of the Grenada Football Association to organize these friendly encounters in preparation for the upcoming game against the United States.
Well, it takes a lot. If you need to play football at the national level, you got to have match practice, and this is match practice for these teams. The St. Lucia national team as well. It's a good match practice.
Very important. You see your strength and your weaknesses as well.
Definitely so, and you can work from there on. The lineup for Trinidad and Tobago, 4-4-2. We see that seems to be number 9, Gill, closest to us here.
Yes, he is. He is.
And there goes the whistle. Trinidad and Tobago, La Horquetta Rangers tap off. Nice deep searching ball. It's headed away there by Mears, and that seems to be Elva. He can't hold on to it for St. Lucia. Throw for Trinidad and Tobago, La Horquetta Rangers. Ball playing backward here, and a steal, bad pass, a nice square ball, and an infringement here in the process. Infringement on.
Look to me against La Horquetta. By
Mears.
Look to me.
And this call for the stretcher. That's number 11.
Let's hope it's not anything that serious against Mears for St. Lucia.
That was a heavy tackle. Very heavy tackle nonetheless.
Yeah, very heavy tackle. So let's hope that.
And that is on Remy. He's down. Very evasive tackle.
You know, in the first few minutes into the game, Selwyn, you know, it's a little bit challenging for the St. Lucia team in terms of, let's hope that he can be able to retrieve. We see that the medical team is out there in terms of doing some assessment there, and let's hope that he can be able to continue the game here this evening. But
well, he picked it up. He picked up the infringement, quite rightly so. Normally, from our vantage point here, we might feel that it deserves a card. And there he is, toppled over.
Yes.
Oh, what a tackle!
Yeah, so it was a strong tackle coming in there.
It's a friendly, so no need for it. But then again, physical is a man-to-man game. Physical in contact.
St. Lucia with a free kick for.
Kick to be taken. So Remy apparently is all right.
That's good news.
Kick taken. And a nice chip ball. It goes into goalkeeper here. It slips his grasp. Yeah. Fumble in the process.
For a moment, they saw when he had to be really.
Jabari at least shook some nerves. Long clearance on the left flank. It's tucked away there by Remy for a throw to Rangers.
So when you were speaking about the St. Lucian defense, you know, they're well organized at the back. You're making.
Fred takes. Rangers in control on the far right. Sturge getting his ball up to Lee. That is back to Sturge. Finding Russell. Russell gets it into Perez. Perez ball along the flank. Nice chip ball. Trinidad and Tobago. La Horquetta Rangers in possession. The ball tucked away. St. Lucia picks it up. That's Elva. Nice chip ball inside. The goalkeeper has to come off his line. Takes a comfortable save. No need to worry. Lee on the right, getting through. A steal here for St. Lucia. Plays his man on the left flank. That seems to be Richard. Back inside. Taking the football coolly. Rangers all back in their half. The ball there now with Fred. St. Lucia playing the possession game. And infringement again. The man being pulled to the carpet.
Yeah, you know, I'm like what I'm seeing from the...
Poppy.
Yeah, he looked nippy for me, Selby.
Joseph. St. Lucia holding on to possession. Rangers all back in their half. Nice chip ball, looking to find the man on the flank. Gets it quite nicely. Fred plays it back to Doc Seeley. To Mears. It's St. Lucia versus La Horquetta Rangers here at the Ford Recreation Ground. Doc Seeley gets it for St. Lucia on the flank, looking for his man. He isn't there. He's covered quite nicely. Trinidad and Tobago in the middle, in their half there, doing some man-to-man. And St. Lucia just can't get the ball up.
Ball going to touch this Selvin. What I'm seeing there, Selvin, you know, I'd love to see St. Lucia not giving them the kind of a room that they would love to have here this evening.
Chip ball by Sturge, hoping to find his man there, David. Gets it back. A fumble, but it goes to Perez, looking to send his man on the left flank. That seems to be, is it number 9, Gill? The steal is being made there by Fred. Fred chipping the ball into the middle. Finding Remy. Plays it backward. St. Lucia in possession again. Doc Seeley for St. Lucia. Finds his man Fred. Back to Doc Seeley. St. Lucia not being able to come forward. There's a lot of jockeying in the Rangers half.
It's good to see that Rangers, keeping them at bay in terms of in their own half, Selwyn, and they need to really come forward a lot more, in the attacking third.
Joseph, St. Lucia, trying to find, is it Elva? And the ball goes into touch. That's Perez taking that kick. Joseph, back to Miz. St. Lucia in possession. Just can't find any opening. The Rangers team keeping things tight in their half. The ball tucked away by Sturge.
Lovely diagonal ball there, Selwyn.
That's lead number 14
yes.
for Rangers.
I like what I'm seeing from St. Lucia's, Selwyn. They're looking to go forward. The passes, they just need to get more in the attacking third to create some more space at the back, which could create some problem for the Rangers team here this evening.
Long throw by Evans inside the 18-yard, and the boots flying there in the middle. Trinidad comes away with it. Trinidad La Horquetta Rangers on the right side. A lot of space ahead, trying to get that ball to the middle. Makes a backward pass from Sturge. Morris to Perez. Perez looking for his man. He can't hold on to it, and it goes back to Henville. Number 17 for St. Lucia, Henville. St. Lucia having most of the possession in the early stages. La Horquetta Rangers keeping watch in their own half of the field.
A lot of the play 7 looks surround around Doxile. If you look at it, despite the play the right back here this evening for St. Lucia, but a lot of the play looks to here, surround a lot of around him, the captain.
St. Lucia is only able to play the ball in the defensive third.
Yeah. I would like to
see very good zone marking by Trinidad. La Horquetta Rangers, the ball tucked out of the defensive area, but falls back with the defense of St. Lucia. With it.
You look at the Trinidad team here this evening. They're not coming forward in terms of once St. Lucia have the ball in their own half. So good defensive tactics here from the La Horquetta Rangers.
Well, it's early time yet, and you have not seen them moving forward. We need to see them moving forward to exactly see what they got in the attack. Don't rule them out yet, Sturge. Tough contender he is. Don't rule them out yet, but their strategy in their own half of the field paying off dividends because St. Lucia just can't get through.
I guess we know both teams will look for a dream start here this evening in terms of an opening goal here. 10 minutes gone so far in the game here, and both teams looking for all the goal here to really be on top of things here this evening.
Long throw by Evans. It's headed away. And Trinidad and La Horquetta Rangers now in the attack on the right flank. Ball coming inside, and it's tucked away out of the danger zone. This is Mears doing the honors for St. Lucia.
But I think, poor control in there on the part of one of the strikers there for the La Horquetta Rangers, Selwyn there. Ball coming in there and not able to, control, effectively here, and, ball going to touch for a throw.
Well, they seemed a little more purposeful in the counter-attack. A very good ball indeed, a nice beat, but an infringement goes. Probably it's not intentional.
I know, but this is kind of a skills that you need to really create along as a striker. You need to create, some, put your defense under some problems, some challenge, And I love to see strikers take on defense. So I love to see that here this evening.
That seems to be Sturge to take that dead ball. Nice chip indeed. It's headed away. Remy gets it for St. Lucia. Trinidad and Tobago, La Horquetta Rangers winning away possession this time into the middle. Nice passing on the left. Creighton gets it, plays it into, that seems to be Guerra, and the shot comes in and it's a goal.
Selwyn, excellent football here from Guerra. The left, playing on the left side here. If you notice, most of the build-up, even number 9, Guerra here, Selwyn, he looked to me a very nippy player. Pick up the ball on the flank, able to make himself inside here just around the 18-yard box here and find one of the player here and score. Excellent goal here by La Horquetta Rangers, Selwyn.
Definitely so. Made no mistake. And putting the ball into the back of the net, it was pretty harmless nonetheless.
But great skill,
put it away from the goalkeeper.
Great skills here from Gale. I think he wears the number 9 t-shirt. I think it is. And he looked to me really a good player in based on what I see here.
From Gil or Guerra?
Guerra, sorry.
Guerra number 11.
Yes, he looked really a good player. So Lucia had to be very careful here. 1-0 here at the Foray Christian Gun Selman. Good football here by La Horquetta Rangers.
Well, they showed a little purpose in the counter-attack a short while ago, and they would definitely know that if they have to get on an all-out attack, they would be a team to reckon with. St. Lucia been playing the ball at the back, not looking to give the La Horquetta Rangers anything to worry about whatsoever, playing man-to-man in the defense. Ball into the middle. Contention here for the ball. The referee is there. Doesn't pick up any infringement. And there it goes against
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia. That seems to be David, the man down.
Look to me, that's La Horquetta Rangers.
Perez.
Nice
getting around there. Nice pass. All along the pocket square. Finding Creighton. Creighton to Morris. Morris playing it now to Sturge. Sturge looking to get it up front for Lee. The ball goes into touch. It's a throw for La Horquetta Rangers, showing some more purpose now inside. Finding David. Back to Creighton. Creighton looking for his man on the left flank. A long cross. He gets it quite nicely. That seems to be Guerra coming in. Nice beat. Turning around beautifully. Looking to go through the center. He's still there contending. And trying to regain possession.
Selwyn, good football here by Guerra. You look at him here, look a nippy player. If you notice, the first goal came from the set play from him here on the left-hand side here. And if you look at it, the Rangers are looking to build up most of the games from on the flank here, on the left side here this evening. They have to keep their eyes on Guerra this evening, because you look to be a very good player in this is what I'm seeing here this evening.
You have to look at the combination. And St. Lucia now in the attack. And a nice cross coming in there, but no problems for the goalkeeper. You also have to look at Gil and Charles.
Yeah,
they are providing some support.
Definitely. And great
this
goal.
This is number 11, as I said. It's a Guerra.
Yeah, great goal. Great goal.
Well, he was following. There's a combination between Gil and Charles. Mind you.
Yes, you can see that.
There's that combination between both players.
Yeah, I think St. Lucia had to be very keep their eyes on both of the players here this evening, because that could be detrimental for them here in the game.
Rangers putting on some pressure. The tackle comes in, and infringement. The linesman's flag goes up. Infringement on Doc Seeley. Not really intended.
I would have loved to see him in the midfield a lot more, because he looked to me more
well, he's a seasoned player. As a matter of fact, he plays professional football in Jamaica.
Okay, for okay.
For St. Lucia,
Yeah, okay.
St. Lucia's Melvin Doc Seeley.
Right, so you have a clear idea of how he should be able to play the game here this evening.
Definitely so. But the Horquetta Rangers are taking the game to St. Lucia for the past few moments, and it paid off well. 1-0.
You look at the team in terms of where the ball is placed in terms of with St. Lucia. Watch the drill of the Horquetta Rangers team itself in terms of the movement on the field, Selwyn.
And they are robbed of possession here. This is Charles moving around. The heavy tackle comes in and robbed of possession. Falling back somewhat deep. St. Lucia just can't get the ball away. Creighton gets it. Plays it now to, that seems to be Gill, is it?
Yes, it is.
Offside.
I would love to see St. Lucia a lot more in the attacking third here this evening, Selwyn. If you look at it, in the defense, they look to knock the ball a lot here, but in the offensive, you're not seeing much of them here in the game thus far. And that could be the downfall here this evening. They need to get the ball a lot more forward into the game here this evening, as well as you look at the Horquetta Rangers. They look to get a lot more ball in the attacking third than St. Lucia, and that creating some problem. Hence the first goal score against them here this evening.
Well, they got the football cut out for them. It would not be easy. A professional outfit accustomed with that high standard of play. To get through, they would have to have a lot of midfield football. Let's see exactly what is going to happen now. This is Fred playing it backward to Miz.
I would love to see St. Lucia a lot more ball up front.
A steal here by Rangers, going through quite nicely on the right side, coming for an attack, looking for his man on the left. It's intercepted there by Hemville.
Lovely ball.
Elva getting it, sending his man on the right. Into the middle, loses out possession. Gill with it.
Yes.
Inside with Guerra. Sends his man moving from the defense. A nice turnaround. Would he have a shot? And it's cleared out of the danger zone.
A good overlap in here by the defense here for St. Lucia. I mean for the Rangers, Selwyn.
St. Lucia in the attack this time. Rangers are looking for that offside. It isn't there. The play stalled a bit and a nice lobbing ball, but no problems for goalkeeper
Selwyn, I think
Jabari.
in terms of the St. Lucia win position here, and I think that the counter attack should be a lot more aggressive than that. I think they move very slow in terms of up front. And you're not seeing that movement a lot here from the St. Lucia strikers.
Well, once they are attacking, you got to see numbers up front. And if there isn't any numbers, you have a pack Trinidad
defense.
And Tobago La Horquetta Rangers half. More so defending that ball and also looking to win back possession. Right? They're very good with that strategy to win back possession.
It's a welcome pack in the middle and the back here this evening. And if you notice, St. Lucia not really having what it takes to be able to get behind the defense of the Rangers team here this evening.
Perez backward through to Russell. Russell finding Morris out to Sturge. On the far side, that seems to be Lee playing it forward. Trinidad in possession here. And no pressure being put on them. It's tucked away by Richards for a throw into touch. Trinidad and Tobago, La Horquetta Rangers.
They were happy with the score at the moment. 21 minutes so far gone. Selwyn here, La Horquetta Rangers here, leading here. Not seeing much in the midfield and the strikers from St. Lucia. So they'll be really happy in terms of the way they are performing here this evening.
Sturge takes the throw. Comes back, gets possession. Makes a backward play to Morris, looking for his man in the middle. The ball scoons up into the air, and that seems to be David. Elva, an infringement.
Yeah, against Rangers. If you notice,
well, Rangers could be tough in the defense also, eh? If you look at the physical stature of the players, you would realize that they can be tough.
Yes. But Selwyn, if you look at it, most of the play look to me surround around Gale. The Rangers team here this evening.
They have a very good middle. As a matter of fact, they have 4 men in the middle. This is going to be the free taken by Evans. Nice chip calling ball, and it's headed out of the danger zone.
As we speak about the defense here, look at they really compact at the back here, Selwyn. Good defense in here.
Definitely so.
Yeah, good defending here.
Definitely
from the Rangers team here, and they look, they coordinate good at the back here, and even you're seeing they coming forward in the numbers as well.
Definitely so. You have 4 men in the middle, and you have 4 men in the defense. So they both help each other out. Problems here for St. Lucia. This time, let's see, 1v1. And a nice turn to the left, looking for his money, and this one is all along the carpet, harmlessly so.
Lovely nippy player. I love to see him here this evening, Selwyn. He looked to me the playmaker here this evening. And if you notice on the left-hand side here, they look to have a much more very good attack here, the Rangers team here this evening.
Well, up front, they're pretty magical. And if you notice that they get the support from midfielders anytime they are in the attack. This is Elva looking for his man on the right flank there. That seems to be Fred. Fred playing it back to Elva. And the man in the middle there being put under some pressure. Rangers winning away possession. That seems to be Gill, and he's fouled.
Selwyn, he enjoying the game here this evening.
Yeah, he is. He controls the ball well.
Yeah,
Gill controls the ball well.
Yes, he
turns beautifully.
Yes, he has. It looked to me a real good player in the making for Trinidad and Tobago.
And that was the infringement.
Yeah, I love to see him here this evening. He's on top of the game here this evening.
He called it the infringement. He called it. Rangers looking to go up front. That seems to be number 14, Lee, with the ball. Turns around quite nicely, beats his man, getting behind him, and looking for that ball back into the center to find Guerra. And it's going to be the first corner for the match.
Yeah, Rangers, you can see the score speak here this evening for itself when they are putting the St. Lucia team under a lot more pressure here this evening. They play more ball in the attacking third here than the St. Lucia team. And 1-0 here, 24 minutes going into the game here. Good football here by La Horquetta Rangers.
Well, that was the skipper Crichton forcing that ball and getting that corner. It's going to be deep searching, and it's headed away. Into touch for a throw. Rangers in possession, and foul throw, is it?
Selwyn, I think that the coach of the Grenada team will be looking in terms of that's next to that's the thing, they should be looking a lot in terms of both teams here, what they have to offer, especially the La Horquetta Rangers team here this evening.
Well, Rangers, a pretty professional outfit, some years in the making, and the Grenada outfit, pretty young, inexperienced, and it would be a good challenge for them nonetheless at this level to probably to see where graph their standard, which part of the graph their standard is.
Well, Selvin, you know that we had a professional football team here in Grenada, Ari Walker National, and would you love to see that here again back in Grenada, professional football?
Well, that was in the days of the semi-pro league,
Yes,
regional
yeah,
semi-pro
you think
league.
that,
I'm
business
not too
people
sure
in
what
Grenada?
has happened. Those situations come and just disappear.
You think a businessman in Grenada would love to take that challenge and able to put some, money and get players up to that standard? Here, it's really a lot of credit to the Horquetta Rangers in terms of on the professional level to get these players and them to the fitness and to the standard that they are here this evening, so we can see some exciting football here at the Fabrication Ground.
One man down for St. Lucia.
Try to pick up the number there,
It's 1-0 in favor of
number 5 for St. Lucia.
that
so.
seems to be Evans.
Yeah, Evans.
Definitely couldn't see the danger, but probably it's a muscle. It's work for the muscle. The hamstring, yes.
Get to see the physio,
Well, these days we see a lot of the females coming into the fray in the game.
Great.
Yes, and then tomorrow is International Women's Day. So,
that's up to all the ladies, Selwyn, and a lovely afternoon here at the Fabrication Selwyn. One go to Neil. A lot of credit to the Horquetta Rangers team. I think to me they so far on top of the things here. I think the coach will be pleased in terms of what he's seeing here. We're not seeing much in the attacking third from the St. Lucia team here. Even the midfield, they tend to lose a lot of ball there. I would love to see they put the Rangers team a lot more on the defense. You're not seeing that here. But on the other hand, you have the Horquetta Rangers. They tend to build a lot around Gale here this evening. And if you don't keep your eyes on him, he can go create some real problem here in the game.
this is Mays getting that free ball to Doc Seeley. Doc Seeley back to Mays. Doc Seeley and Mays, a very good understanding. Rangers looking to put the pressure on, but they are doing exactly what is done in professional football. When you don't have the ball, you marshal your area, and here they lose out possession, and this is Rangers with a nice chip ball looking to find his man on the flank. And if you notice that Rangers are coming forward when they have the ball up front, and they're coming forward in numbers to put that pressure on. Nice ball inside. It's tucked away out of the danger zone.
If you notice, they tends to have a lot of balls in the attacking third here against the St. Lucia teams here this evening.
And good running off the ball nonetheless.
Lovely
you
run.
can see the movement.
Yes. And
You
that
can
is very,
see the movements.
that is very important as a
Nice
team.
1-2 on the far right. Nice chip ball inside. It goes on to the head of Mays into Bartlett. Passing the ball to Doc Seeley coming forward. Rangers going back in the half. Evans can't hold on to possession. That seems to be Poppy. St. Lucia now looking to go forward to Poppy. Poppy, the chip ball, looking to find his man on the left flank. He's caught in an offside position.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do a lot more here this evening. So if they really want to come back into the game here, they need to come more in the attacking third. You're not seeing much of that here.
Well, despite that, the Rangers defense got a good communication going.
Understanding.
Very good communication.
Yes,
going.
and that really penalized the strikers here this evening on the midfield against St. Lucia. So they had to find a way out here this evening to really get on top of the defense here of Rangers.
Sturge gets it to Lee. Inside to Creighton. Creighton looking for that chip ball, the man on the far side. Not reading well, but nonetheless getting possession is going to be a throw to Rangers. And you would see them on the attack now.
Ladies and gentlemen, 30 minutes more in the first half.
Not a good throw nonetheless. Ball bumping into the middle. And Rangers again winning away possession. You would notice that they are collecting the ball pretty easily, winning back the ball. That is the football. Nice ball inside on the left. Can't hold on to it. Still has possession, going through, plays it into the middle this time. And the shot comes in. Surprises the goalkeeper.
Well, serving again.
Beautiful football here by Rangers.
Lovely football here. Gale again, you know, watch the switch of the play here this evening from one side to the next. Lovely diagonal ball to Gale. And, you know, he looked to me the player that created all the problems in the attacking third this evening, Selwyn.
Definitely. And he's always loose on the left flank.
Yes.
St. Lucia again, winning away possession to Fred. Playing it into the middle, looking to find Poppy. Poppy can get around this man. And a stumble there for possession, but still, and an infringement goes. Tough contender, Perez.
He is.
Very tough contender.
A lot of credit, you know, to the defense of the Horquetta Rangers defense here, Selwyn. I think they're well organized at the back here. They understand they're not getting much of St. Lucia coming forward, so they have that kind of a freedom at the back here in terms of to control things this evening.
Long searching into the middle. Creighton gets it, plays it into the middle, finding, and that seemed to be David coming forward. And this is Guerra. Has one man around him. Nice pass, a good 1-2. Guerra moving there, but not being able to get it into the middle.
You can see the teamwork here, Selwyn, in terms of, you know, preparation, the training put into on display here this evening here for the Horquetta Rangers team here. And, you know, professional team is, you know, I trust that, you know, players looking on here this evening can see the standard of football here played this evening.
Backward ball finding Russell. Nice control, but a bad pass. Not getting through as it's intended to. St. Lucia winning away possession. Ball bubbling on the far side. That seems to be Mares with it. Nice man-to-man marking by the Rangers, La Horquetta Rangers. Football again. Ball with Gill on the left flank. Takes it inside, and it's intercepted. Deep searching. St. Lucia again regaining possession on the left flank. A nice chip ball and infringement and offside. So St. Lucia coming forward there for just that short moment, showing some purpose. It's 34, being the 35th minute of the game. Rangers have nothing to worry about. The lanky structure of goalkeeper Sentile, Jabari Sentile, to take the kick. Left booter. Skillfully searching, and the goalkeeper comes off his line and takes the save. The man on the right side there, that apparently it's Richards. Richards seems to be moving very regular. Richards and Charles, they seem to be moving very regular, switching the play. If you don't have a good eye on them, they would puzzle you for the few moments they're looking to get that brisk attack. Richards with the ball for St. Lucia, looking to get through his man. Does so nicely, but not enough space ahead of him. He's going to be robbed of the ball. No, he gets regains possession, plays it backward. Finding Mares. Looking for the man on the left flank. And the ball goes over the goal line for a goal kick. I've been looking at Perez, and Perez has that body mass.
For St. Lucia.
For Rangers.
Rangers,
yes,
yeah.
The left wing back. He has a body mass that anytime he drops that weight on you,
Yeah,
you short to start.
Bounce you off,
yes,
bounce you
short
off.
to
You know,
start
and this is what you need in football, Selwyn. You know, as a defense.
Left booter, lobbing kick by Bartlett. It only falls with Mays, looking to get his man up front. Seems to be Poppy. It's tucked away there by Sturge. Falls back into the St. Lucia defense again.
I would love to see St. Lucia really hot in the heart of the defense of the Rangers team here this evening, Selwyn, because you know you need to go forward and put some pressure on your opponents, you know, and you're not seeing that effective here this evening by them.
We've seen the long ball, and that would not pay dividends because the Rangers team got a tall defense, they got a stout defense.
As you were speaking, Selwyn, earlier on, you know, off the ball they look much better than the St. Lucia team.
Definitely, running off the ball, switching.
Yeah.
Fred backward to Doc Seeley. Doc Seeley to Mays for St. Lucia. And Trinidad, La Horquetta Rangers coming forward, looking to put some pressure to get that counter-attack in, stealing the ball. Infringement, says the official, and it goes in favor of La Horquetta Rangers. La Horquetta Rangers. Perez. Yes, this is Perez.
Yeah, very good player. Very, very good player.
Stout Jesus Perez.
Yeah.
Very stout player indeed. He has control of his game most of the time. So once he gets that ball, it's pretty difficult to rob him of it.
You know, I like his temperament here in the game.
Quick 1-2 movement here by Rangers on the far side. And making the steal, a lot of pushing in the process. The referee says play on. St. Lucia coming away with possession. What is nice about the Rangers team, anytime they lose the ball in that attacking space, you find that they jockey back.
Yeah, they
jockey back in their half.
You know, and that's really good for them in terms of to really covering in defense, you know, and able to create that
nice chip ball inside. It's headed away out of the danger zone. This is Elva this time looking to slip that man on the right side. The goalkeeper is reading.
This is what I'm looking for from St. Lucia, Selwyn. In the heart of the defense, you can able to create that one to pass here and create some problem. Because if you look at the Rangers defense here in the air, they're very good. So I think that St. Lucia need to keep it on the carpet here this evening to really get behind the defense here for of the Rangers team. As a player,
tosser here for possession. This is Gill. Gill with it. Let's see who would win out. And Gill versus Fred.
I love to see me here, Selwyn. You know, good shilling at the ball, good, you know, rolling at the ball on the foot. Yeah, very good player in by my making here this evening. I love to see what I'm seeing from the Horquetta Rangers team here this evening, Selwyn.
Gill has a lot of footwork.
You can see that.
Gill has a lot of footwork.
You can see that. And you know, in any football team here, you need a playmaker. You know. In the past, you remember the Cliff Fletcher, the Dallas Drayton. These are the players that used to create that kind of, you know, and you've seen it here from Gale.
Free kick to be taken in a very advantageous position. Good chip indeed, and the keeper has to make a save. Looking for that counter-attack, St. Lucia going forward.
This is
1v1. Could be problems here. Let's see. And here, Poppy is stalled in the process. He crosses the ball and finds his man on the far left-hand side. That seems to be Richard. Would he have a shot? St. Lucia still looking to hold on possession in the attacking third.
Gentlemen, with a team
not going forward.
With a team that
and this is Poppy. Around him here, a left booter, and the goalkeeper makes a beautiful save.
So with a team that, you know, that fit and with good counter-attack, very quick here.
Poppy, number 21 for St. Lucia, getting around his man, finding that space. He had a shot. The keeper was reading with a very good reflexive save. There it goes.
Yeah, that ball would have gone in the back of the net. A good save here by the goalkeeper for Rangers here. But Selwyn, as I was speaking in terms of the counter-attack from St. Lucia, if they can utilize that effectively here, they could put Rangers in some problem.
Let's see. It's a corner to St. Lucia. Evans to take it.
your thoughts on the official here this evening, Selwyn? You think they're on top games here this evening? I think they're doing a great job.
Nice lobbing ball up into the air. It's cleared away high. And that seems to be Elva. Elva just can't get control of it. It goes over the goal line.
I would love to see St. Lucia taking a lot more shots to goal, Selwyn.
Well, they got to come forward a little more if they really want to make a competition of this
4 minutes
game.
before half time here, I think that St. Lucia need to, do a lot more in the attacking third to really create some problems for equalizer.
St. Lucia again. Elba with the ball. Finding Henville. Henville sending into the center. It's tucked away. Nice chip passing there in the middle. La Horquetta Rangers coming forward. The tackle comes in. The man on the right there, Morris, seemed to be trying to get that 1-2 going. Through the spaces. Problems here for St. Lucia, and nicer jockeying, marking his man away. Nice dispatch of the ball. On the left side, that's Gill. Nice chip ball, hoping to find his man into the middle. And that is Guerra, but he's caught in an outside position.
They seem to have a good combination.
Yes, trust me.
And this
Charles
is
Guerra and Gill.
The good, cool composure. Cool. And I like what I'm seeing from him here this evening. And as a footballer, you need to have that kind of, as a striker, you need to have that kind of a cool head and able to know what you're about here and create that kind of problem for the defense here this evening for St. Lucia.
Well, outside the cool head, it's control. You have to know when to go and you have to know when to stop.
Okay.
You understand? And that beats your defender.
Decision making there.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And Gill is showing a lot of intelligence when it comes to that. And he has his friend there, Guerra, supporting. Charles is also off and running anytime these two get into the combination motion.
I think Rangers really on top things here this evening, Selwyn, in terms of the first half here. They look the better team.
Well, it's one goal, yes. They look the better team, and they have been making a lot of attacks on the St. Lucian defense, but not scoring. 1 or 2 shots that were taken when you have all this good running, and they probably going harmlessly into the goalkeeper.
But St. Lucia, they look to come a lot more in the attacking third offensively, Selwyn.
Well, to give the Rangers team something to worry about, but so far that is not happening.
That's a player for me.
Gill again,
looking
for his man.
Yeah, very.
Plays it square all along the carpet, finding, and that's David, that seems. Number 14 there, Lee. He had a lot of his running on that far side.
A young player in Selwyn, number 14, Lee.
Yeah, they all young players.
Yeah.
But the understanding of the football, you would recognize that they are always together. Rangers are winning away possession again.
That's what you speak about.
This is Gill, and trying to fake his man, has him going onto the left side, comes back on the right, chip that ball on the far side, and the man there can't make anything purposeful out of it.
Lovely skill here from Gail Selwyn. Great move, good control of the ball, know when to move, and good football here. I think you're really having a good game of football here for La Horquetta Ranger here this evening.
He is the playmaker so far.
You can see that.
He's been doing his bit.
And
Real Gill.
One of the things I like about him, Selwyn, good control. As you speak, as a striker, you have to have good control.
I think he loves his game also, and he shows a lot of intelligence. He knows what he's about.
Yes, great player in the making.
Corner to be taken. And this one is high and lobbing. And it falls onto the boot there of it's Guerra. And the shot comes in. It goes over the uprights. 1-0 and 2 minutes added extra time. The Trinidad La Horquetta Rangers doing a lot of jockeying in their defensive half of the field. Oftentimes beating you with a surprise run.
And you can see in terms of whatever side the ball is serving, the movements of the team itself, not just one player. You look at the defense of the La Horquetta Rangers defense. If the ball is in the middle, you can see that cone, you know, and that speaks well in terms of a good teamwork.
Well, you can see the intention. The intention is to win the ball back.
And they're doing that very well here this evening in the first half.
Nice chip ball up front. Gill into the play. Finding that seems to be Creighton coming around there. He has a shot.
Ball going to touch. Going to be a corner here. Good football here by the Horquetta Rangers. When they to me, in the attacking third, they look better in terms of up front.
I am not happy with the strike to the goal. Most of the times the ball goes harmlessly.
In terms of the shooting.
I'm not too sure if the ground is causing a bit of problems, but normally you're having shots free, no one giving you any pressure, which you would expect it would be going, aiming trajectory straight to the goal.
So you should see a lot more better shots taken from the team. You're not seeing much of that here. The passes is good, the control is good, but the shooting, they need to work on that.
Yeah, the shot to the goal. Nice chip ball. Curling inside could cause some problems. The keeper getting a hand to it.
Good goalkeeping there. Great goalkeeping.
He was following quite nicely, but no pressure was being put on him. 1-0 coming down to the end of the first half. So it's going to be another corner. Gill is going to take it. Nice chip ball inside, and the heads go up, and the shot comes in. Beautiful goal.
Great goal, yeah. You know, Selvin again.
That's Guerra.
Yeah, great goal here. You know, and I tell you what, here, St. Lucia only have themselves to blame here. The ball in the side of the 18-yard box here. Poor marking here by my looking here, Selvin. Poor clearance here. Great move here. 2-0 here. La Horquetta Rangers here. Good football here by them this evening at the Forest Christian Ground.
Was a very good strike, nonetheless. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Once you're taking a shot to goal, it has to be a good strike. And he actually got it bubbling on the volley, and then he had a shot.
He looked to me, Guerra scored that goal.
Number 11, Guerra.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good,
the man. Nice chip ball inside.
Yeah.
It's headed back, and he takes it quite nicely. He saw the opening there nonetheless, so it's nothing that the goalkeeper could have done except that he wasn't reading quite well, and it was crowded. So that apparently blinded him. So this is the end of the first half. Ataolu Guerra, the man scoring the second goal for La Horquetta Rangers. La Horquetta Rangers at the interval, 2-0 against the St. Lucia national team out here at the Ford Recreation Ground.
Well, serving great football here by La Horquetta Rangers here. To me, they look a better team here on paper here, on the field here this evening. They, especially with Guerra, you know, and the passes, in terms of the chances, they take the chances here this evening. Good football here by that team here, professional football. They look whatever they are able to put into practice, they're showing on display here this evening. I think St. Lucia has to go back to the drawing board. You're not seeing much in the midfield from them, even the attacking third here. And I think they need to be able to work on that here. If they can create a lot more space at the back of the defense, more on the carpet because Rangers is very compact in the air here this evening. So we see Rangers, they're looking a better team here, and the score speak for itself here this evening at Horquetta ground.
Well, if you're looking at the Rangers team, a professional outfit, you can see their control, their communication.
They runs off the ball really effective here this evening.
They got everything right. Winning the ball is also a prerogative. When they lose the ball, winning the ball back is also
Very
a prerogative,
for them.
and that is elementary in football. So there could be a lot of lessons to learn from the Horquetta Rangers team here, because it's a friendly, and they are holding on to it quite nicely. They are doing what they were told. The coach is always there. I love their standard of communication. They are always talking to their players, so they know what they are about.
Yes,
all right, no guessing, and they are 2-0, 2 goals up.
Great football here. Great football here by both teams here.
This is Gill.
Yeah, I love to see him here.
And this is Guerra.
Yeah, he scored, the 2 goals that scored from him here. And you can see
Gill and Guerra with an understanding.
Yeah,
here is Gill, here is Guerra.
you can see that here, and they knows what they're about here in the attacking third here. Good football here by both players. And to me, they are the playmaker that you need to really keep your eyes on here this evening. So Selwyn, great first half here by Horquetta Rangers team here. 2-0. Very skillful player. Very, very skillful player.
Beautiful.
Yeah, lovely. Very nippy.
Yeah. He encouraged the fall.
Yeah. I love to see him here this evening, and I think in the second half here, St. Lucia had to be very careful with this 2 player for the Rangers team here this evening. So, Selwyn, as you're closing for the first half?
This is the only chance that St. Lucia got. Here is the magician again, taking his man, they're jockeying quite nicely still, and faking. And this is the goal.
Yes. Excellent composure here from him. Excellent composure. Guerra, he's a good player, and Selwyn, St. Lucia, I think, they have a lot of work here. So that's it from us here, Selwyn.
Thank you very much. And it's until we're ready for commentary in the second half, it's back to master control.
Pest control is a pain, but you don't have to go it alone. If you're a business that needs someone who will fix your problems point blank, go with the brand that's tested. Go with Terminix. Our Trinidad franchise neutralizes the threat of tropical insects and ensures that companies, from food production to hospitality, protect their investment and get the maximum value from our relationship. Contact us today for a free consultation and quote, and let's introduce you to convenience.
Lasso Frame Maritime Limited, the best in marina services. At our facilities, security checks ensures that all vehicles are secured. Our newly renovated bathrooms are always kept in a clean working order. Need repairs and maintenance? We have you covered. Our qualified workmen will get the job done. Boat storages, from our marina, you can easily push off for a family sailing trip. Out fishing with the boys. fun DDI experience with friends. Boat repairs, secured parking, extensive camera system, boat charters, boat rentals, down the island parties. Contact us at 1-868-634-1653. Lasso Frame Maritime Limited, the best in marina services. Life's better on a boat.
Amante Del Cafe is located at Magnificent Mall, number 271 Southern Main Road, McBean, Couva. Amante Del Cafe. Happiness begins with brew.
A very good afternoon to one and all, and here we are at the La Horquetta Rangers ground in La Horquetta, and we have before us the director and owner of the Ascension, and we would like to find out from Mr. Richard Ferguson, give us the history on the zonal competition that would have been concluded quite recently.
Well, Mariri, you know, it's been a really long football season. Each one of the 6 zones would have played football in 2022. The Tobago, South Zone, Central, North Zone, Eastern Counties, and East Zone, I believe that's the 6.
Yes.
And they would all have culminated with a champion in each zone. And it would have included something like about 96 teams in all. And out of the 96 teams came the 6 top teams in Trinidad and Tobago, which is what we have here right now, vying for the Champion of Champions trophy.
Yes.
You know, it's been a really powerful tournament because, you know, some of the teams that would have been vying for this championship and didn't get through was the police team, AC Port of Spain, Point Fortin FC, Deportivo, you know, really strong teams, and they weren't able to reach the finals. So, you know, the competition was really excellent. The football was of very high quality. I think one of the real reasons behind it was the zonal competitions had prize money, all the referees were paid, and they were very well organized. So that's why the tournament was very successful, and you find the 6 top teams in the country are now vying for which one is the best. And that's where we're at right now in the Champion of Champions, and we expect it to be very competitive and very entertaining.
Lovely, great. And I'm sure you need to understand, Mr. Ferguson, you need to be definitely credited for the fantastic work that you're doing here with football in Trinidad and Tobago. And from appearances and for what we have observed, a number of present national players of the under-20 as well as the senior division were involved in the zonal competition. What is your thoughts on that?
Absolutely, and this all goes well for football. As I said, the quality of football was very high, given that some of the top teams in the country, with Police, AC Port of Spain, and these top teams found it very difficult to come out of their zone. You know, it just goes to show the high quality of football and the level of skill and dedication that came into the zones this year. It was really, really well done.
Lovely. And right now you're a driving force in football in Trinidad and Tobago, one of the leading forces, I must say, entities. What is the present status now with moving forward in the relationship with the TTFA Normalization Committee?
Well, Marie, the whole issue right now is that the debt is under control, I would say. And we really need to thank FIFA and CONCACAF for appointing the normalization committee to handle the debt and to manage it and to deal with it. And particularly we need to congratulate the chairman of the normalization committee, Mr. Robert Haddad, as well as the other members. And I think they have done a great job because they have now controlled the debt, and the debt has in fact gone to court, it has been approved, and they are now in the process of organizing the financing, where it will now pass to the trustee and pass on to the creditors. So it has really been great, and I think we want to thank them. We want to thank FIFA and CONCACAF for doing an excellent job. We want to thank the Normalization Committee for doing an excellent job as well. However, having said that, it is important that democracy germinate in TTFA again and flourish. And we wanted to take it back to the clubs, to the vote, and we want to see democracy take over. And I'm certain that Mr. Haddad and other members of the Normalization Committee will move on to more grander prospects and opportunities in FIFA, because they have done such a great job. However, I think we need to move on. And I think with the guidance of FIFA and CONCACAF, I don't think the same problems were gonna happen again. Because I think FIFA and CONCACAF will take a closer interest in Trinidad and Tobago, and we're very willing and willing to listen to them and to follow their guidance in the future.
Very well. And you need to be commended because Ascension continues to think out of the box. So quite recently we had a press release from you as the owner, leader and director of the Ascension, Horquetta Rangers. And we have in the not too distant future an upcoming tour within the Caribbean, of which Grenada, St. Vincent, the Grenadines and St. Lucia. Would you like to share something on that particular area?
Well, Marie, one of the concepts and policies in Trinidad Horquetta Rangers is the ability for us to improve by playing teams that are better than us. And these national teams, such as the Grenada national team, the St. Lucia national team, and the St. Vincent national team, certainly a lot better than us. And we feel by playing them, our players will improve, especially the younger ones, and the grassroots that we have in our club should get better and improve from here on. So I think that's the reason behind it. It's an improvement process, and we need to invest and work with our younger players to get better.
Well, I really want to express tremendous expectation of success to you and the Horquetta Rangers on your tour in the Caribbean, because it could only redound to the continued growth and development of football in Trinidad and Tobago in particular and within the Caribbean. So thank you very much, and all success and goodwill in moving forward.
Thanks a lot, Marie.
You're most welcome.
The situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests,
And again, pleasant evening in case you're just joining us. We are into the second half of play. St. Lucia versus La Horquetta Rangers from Trinidad and Tobago. They score 2 goals to nil. It's the start of the second half.
Well, so when I expect St. Lucia with their going into the dressing room here, would able to come back out here and work on the weaknesses into the first half that they display here this evening. I think we need to see a lot more of them in the attacking third here this evening. Getting the ball more in the 18-yard box would create some problem for the La Horquetta Rangers defense team here here this evening. But a lot of credit to the La Horquetta team here, Selwyn.
Well, St. Lucia apparently has made a change, and number 4 is in.
Number 4.
That seems to be Sebastian Ribot.
Let's hope that you can create some excitement here in terms of to pull back at least 1 or 2 goals here this evening for St. Lucia.
Ribot gets his first touch. Plays it out to Fred. Fred to Evans, going around his man quite nicely. Gets a nice through ball. Richard is robbed of possession.
I would love to see Fred a lot more involved in the game here this evening, Selwyn, for St. Lucia. I think he's a good playmaker here.
Mez to Ribot. Not a good clearance, it ricochets. Guerra looking for his man, and Gil gets it and turns around quite nicely, sends that ball back inside, and it's cleared by Ribot, not far enough, still in the 18-yard box, getting it out.
You're not to give Gil that kind of a room and space on the left flank, Selwyn. He can hurt you here tonight, you know, and he's the player that, you know, a lot of the players build around him here tonight here, and he created a lot of problems already for St. Lucia defense.
Throw to be taken by Evans. Backward to Ribot. St. Lucia coming in the second half with a little more purpose.
I'd love to see they put the Rangers goalkeeper on a lot more pressure shot. With shooting and more, you know, up front, you know, put the defense under some pressure.
Rangers going forward this time, looking for that square ball. It ricochets off the defender. Pepe can't hold on to it, being put under some pressure by Morris.
Morris, you know, good defending here. Very, you know, very solid player, Sullivan. You know, as you were speaking earlier about him here.
It's going to be a corner. Evans is coming around to take it for St. Lucia. So far, in the early stages, it's a throw taken. Finding Joseph. Deeper lobbing ball, and it goes akimbo. Over the goal line for a goal kick to La Horquetta Rangers. I have nothing much to worry about. They are in the driver's seat, 2 goals to nil.
Well, so far they look the better team in the first half here, Selwyn. The runs after the ball are much better than the St. Lucia team here. And St. Lucia has to be able to very careful with them here this evening. They're down by 2 goals, so they have to be very careful in the second half.
Deep searching ball, halfway. Lee gets it now to David. David looking to send his man Lee coming around, can't hold on to it. A lot of jockeying to win possession of that ball. It goes over the goal line. The goalkeeper finds his man on the right, Ribot, playing it further up the right flank. And the shot comes in. That's a shot. It's not a pass. Can't say it's a pass. It's intercepted there. Lee gets it. Plays it backward.
Nice one, too.
Rangers making a change nonetheless. An appeal goes for handball. The referee would have none of it. St. Lucia coming away on the attack. Deep searching ball, hoping to find Elva. And definitely don't know. Bit of indecision there.
I tell
not
you what,
knowing
Sullivan,
what to do.
I tell you, Sullivan had a good chance here to be able to make a better decision with that pass here. Good diagonal ball coming across the goal here. I think St. Lucia need to really, in the counter-attack here, really be more effective in the counter-attack here, and that could put the Rangers on some problem.
Evans, deep, long searching ball, hoping to find his man on the right. Elva, not being able to control. It's tucked away out of the danger zone. La Horquetta Rangers, a deep searching ball. It's intercepted by Mays. Henville. Backward to Rebo. Square again to Mays. Rangers back in their half. Rebo deciding to come forward with that ball low, and it ricochets. It could be problems here for the Rangers team. The goalkeeper comes off his line quite nicely indeed, reading the play.
I think a chance go a begging the Selwyn. That player should really put that ball home, you know, and not focusing where he was in the goal. Selwyn here. St. Lucia could have been able to pull one back.
Well, a good chance there. Nonetheless, the goalkeeper was equal to the task.
Great goalkeeping here from him.
Backward pass into, that seems to be Joseph. Pressure being put on him here, and St. Lucia losing out possession. And there goes the man on the far left for Rangers. That's Gill. Gill is always around the ball. He's always around the play.
That you need to keep your eyes on here. The St. Lucia defense needs to really close him down, because if you get a chance, you know, in terms of a break here, you're gonna really hurt them on the left hand side there.
Rangers, nothing much to worry about. Passing that ball at the back now. Sturge.
Lovely skill.
Turns around quite nicely. That's number 27. So apparently Rangers, they have made a change, is it? Yes, they have made a change at the half. Bartlett plays it forward. Joseph sends it on the far side, back inside to Rebo. Rebo looking for that searching ball, and it's into touch.
Yeah, good defending here. Good defending here by Rangers.
Richards just couldn't get around. Number 9, Richards for St. Lucia. It's going to be a long throw again. Evans is to take it.
I would love to see the movements of the ball here a lot in the attacking third for St. Lucia Selwyn. You know, creating some space at the back, so that could hurt the heart of the defense of the Rangers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 men in the defense for La Horquetta Rangers. A deep searching ball. It goes harmlessly into the goalkeeper, breaking the play loose one time. Intercepted. La Horquetta Rangers now coming forward. Rangers holding possession. Beautiful beat indeed. A nice slip ball and not a good kick.
Yeah, no, on target here. Good football here by Rangers. Selwyn.
Nice slip ball.
Yeah, you know, as you were speaking about in terms of the runs off the ball, really good here this evening. And you know, you look at the score, 2 goals to nil here. They come back into the second half here and really, you know, looking to be on top things again.
Well, they will always be on top things. If you notice, when they don't have the ball, they get back into their zone and win the ball back. This is exactly what it is about. A bad pass, into touch.
I tried to make that player here, 21 for St. Lucia.
Poppy.
Yeah, he looks to me a player that needs to get a lot more involved in the game here in the attacking third.
St. Lucia going forward.
I see.
Pressure being put on him here. Square ball into Joseph, and it's a lob in. The goalkeeper comes off his line, makes a nice save. A tall figure of Centile. Very good ball indeed. Nice running here, and that seems to be Gill.
That's the player. That's a player for me here this evening.
Spreads it on the carpet on the left side, and Gill comes around quite nicely. The goalkeeper is moving, and Gill has a shy at goal.
Lovely skills from that player here, Selwyn. That player having a really good game of his life here this evening here at the Forest Christian Ground. Good football here by La Horquetta Rangers.
Determination by Gill, always looking to do something magical.
When he has the ball, he knows what he's about, Selwyn, and that speaks a lot for him here this evening.
He has also has good control.
Very good control.
Infringement on the far side.
Yeah, lovely skill from him here.
It's a Guerra to Gill, and looking to chip that ball. Anything can happen when he has the ball.
I just pick both players here, number 11.
Guerra and Gill. Yeah. They have a perfect understanding.
Yeah, and that's what you need as strikers, you know, that kind of combination. You're really going to hurt the defense of any opponent. Good football here by them. What do you think St. Lucia really needs Selwyn here this evening to really come back into the game here? They're down by 2. You're not seeing that aggression and aggressiveness here to really look to score.
I think they don't have that understanding as to what strategy to employ. You see the mix-up up front, and they would always find themselves losing the ball. Nice trap pass. Rebo with it, sending his goalkeeper looking for some safety. Remy to Evans. La Horquetta Rangers back in the zone. Left booter looking to find the man deep searching, and the ball goes in the defensive quarter. Back with goalkeeper Centile, breaking the play loose on the left side. And St. Lucia winning away possession, getting to the safety of Bartlett. Playing it now to Remy.
You would love to see St. Lucia a lot more.
St. Lucia looking for some movement up front.
You need that. They need to get that
Richards,
right here.
2 men around him here. Pressure on Richards. He gets through quite nicely, and he just couldn't get into the 6-yard box to make any effective pass back to the men just outside the 18-yard zone.
Selwyn, I would love to see Richards and also number 21, Pierre, number 21 for St. Lucia. They need to take the ball to the defense, you know, take it a lot more, take them on. You know, you see like how Gill, in terms of his skill, taking it to the defense of the St. Lucia defense. I would love to see them doing that against the Rangers team here this evening.
Corner kick taken far and wide.
Ball going to touch here, because if you look at it, none of the strikers tend to want to take on the defense, and you love to see some skills from them here this evening, the attacking third.
Well, you would always find a packed Rangers defense,
which creates some problem for the strikers.
Definitely, they taking no chances whatsoever.
So you don't get a kind of a room, because you go from one to the next.
Definitely.
Yeah. So they have a good combination in terms of the defending here this evening.
We have Morris Dong. The physio comes across.
And You know, Selvin, that speaks well, you know, in terms of how well the drills are with these professional teams.
Well, there you have it. You can
know,
see it exactly what it is.
Yeah, they take that very, very serious, you know. And, you know, I really would love to see that somebody in Grenada looking at what is taking place here this afternoon can able to look at that and see, you know, in terms of the development of football in Grenada. These are things that we need here, you know, at the professional level.
This is Poppy. Probably a bit frustrated.
But he looked to me a good player, Selwyn, but you're not seeing much of him here.
Well, good player is a good player, but you need support.
And that's what you're not having here this evening. I think he needs to get that from his players as well, and that would really make him shine here, because you see Gil you're seeing him a lot because the ball has been feeding a lot from him on the flank.
So Morris apparently has left the field. Joseph for St. Lucia, not being able to hold on to possession, but it comes back to rebound to Remy, finding Evans square, bobbling with the ball, but no problems whatsoever. Pressure not on him yet. Bad pass, intercepted. Coming across is Lee, gets it inside, and looking for his man on the left flank, and wins away possession nonetheless. This seems to be Gill coming forward. Nice jockeying. 2 men around him here, but he still holds on to control. Looking to have a shot, looking to have a go. Has to slip it to his man on the right. That seems to be Lee. Can't get it in. It's tucked away out of the danger zone. Rangers making that counter very coolly so, nonetheless. Mears gets in. Wayward.
Yeah, and you know, they get the chance to be able to really hurt the heart of the defense of the Rangers team here this evening, Selvin. But you're not seeing much of it in terms of the composure.
Well, not only that, going forward you need support. And normally when they are on attack, probably they don't know when they are on the attack or when they are in the defense. And that is one of the problems.
So that's one of the weaknesses of them here this evening, in terms of we see St. Lucia making 2 changes. Number 3 coming in, number 13 off.
Sandyford, number 3, 14 coming in. Elijah Joseph.
We're also seeing
a change for Rangers. Number 12 going off for St. Lucia, and
14 coming in.
Elijah Joseph coming in. St. Lucia in possession this time. Pressure being put on him. 3 men around there, and he just can't get through.
It's a free kick, Selwyn.
And this is exactly what I'm saying. You have the physical mass of the Rangers defenders there, and he's looking to burst through, but he just can't get through. And
yes, the difference is
here
really,
it is, Richards
really.
In contention, pushing away Lee, and still holding on, but he just can't get through. And a bit of pushing.
As you speak about the defense, one St. Lucian player and 4 defense around him. That's the kind of combination you talk about. But I love to see what I'm seeing from St. Lucia. They need to do a lot of that here. Take the ball to the defense.
But you can't take the ball to the Rangers defense all alone because you will be blocked. So you need that support.
As you say that, it speaks well in terms of for the support. And they need to get more force up front to really get behind the defense of the Rangers team here this evening. Good opportunity to pull back one, Selwyn.
Remy to take the kick. Or Rebo, number 4. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 men in the wall. And this is low. The goalkeeper comes in. And what a miss. What a miss. Chance going a begging. And that seems to be number 11.
Well, good goalkeeping here at Selwyn here. That ball put him under a lot of pressure here. Number 11 could have really put that ball in the back of the net here with the rebound here. Failing to do that, the ball going to touch for it's going to be a goal kick for Rangers here this evening.
The goalkeeper was reading quite nicely, very agile.
Yeah, good goalkeeping from him here. You know. Here
it is, the kick, pretty low. And apparently he was blinded here for a moment by the wall.
Good save, great save.
2-0 in favor of La Horquetta Rangers. Number 13, Remy. Playing it square to Rebo. No problems, Rangers back in their zone. Sandyford, number 3 for St. Lucia. Not being able to get that ball on the flank successfully. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw to be taken.
That to me an infringement against La Horquetta Rangers striker. Is it going to be a throw?
Sandyford to take it.
As you were saying, sir, when St. Lucia need to get a lot more forward in terms to create more problem at the back for the Rangers defense here, and you're not seeing that cohesive force up front.
That is a problem. There's a bit of uncertainty there. Doesn't know when they are going aggressively on the attack, and the need for support, coordinated support. The skipper, Creighton, tough contender nonetheless.
He is.
Once he has the ball, he's a tough contender.
He reminds me of Cutty for that's the St. Andrews team of Selwyn, the GFA at the Premier League level.
This is St. Lucia with a steal, and that seems to be Joseph trying to get the ball on the flank to his man and get into the center, but it's tucked out of the danger zone. The ball falling in the middle there, and the infringement goes. That seems to be on Guerra, is it?
Yes, you know, whenever you hear that ball here, remember, you're going to look to me, yeah.
Very skillful player nonetheless.
Very skillful player.
Seems to be favoring his elbow.
Yes. It's anything that's serious.
Hitting the carpet, and there he goes, hitting the carpet. A pretty hard surface.
It is.
St. Lucia winning away possession. That's Joseph looking for his man Richards. One man around him here. He still has to carry that ball. Still holding on to possession. Pressure being put on him here in the middle. Tucks it forward. And a backward pass. Joseph sending his man Remy looking for his man on the right, and the head of Sturge.
Great defending. Great defending here. And you know, you can see the training, you know, in terms of what you've seen from La Horquetta Rangers and Selwyn here, putting into display here this evening. Good defending on the part of them here. The defense look really compact here, Selwyn, and it's making it a little bit difficult for the St. Lucia strikers to score here this evening.
Well, there's a very good defensive strategy, as I said before, for Rangers. And in the defense, there's a lot of communication, so they know what they are about.
I would love to see the Grenada team, how well they can get wrong that defense here when they come up against Grenada.
Well, you got to have players with the experience to actually penetrate that Rangers defense. You must have that experience to know exactly what you have to do. If you notice, the ball can't get through.
Definitely.
No one running off the ball, standing akimbo, the head go up again.
Ball going to touch
man on the far side.
Good football here by La Horquetta Rangers here. You know, I would love to see the strikers for the St. Lucia team serving, even putting the goalkeeper under some pressure, even on top of the head box, the shooting. You know, they tend to want to go a lot more closer to the 18-yard box to be able to put us put home and looking for the players. But I'd love to see a lot more shooting from them.
Well, Rangers has eased up the attack somewhat. Evans is going to take this corner. Deep, long, high, lobbing. And Joseph gets it looking to have a shot. It comes in harmlessly into the abdominals of goalkeeper Centile. Gets down in the prone position, breaks the play loose on the left side.
I think St. Lucia, 20 minutes again to go into the game here. They have to really, really fight hard here to come back into the game here, because Rangers would, if they don't careful here, might just pull it off here this evening. Lovely score.
Rangers in the attack. Nice square ball, and that could have caused some problems. It's tucked away there just outside the 18-yard box. And the shot comes in. Not a good one, though.
Yeah, not on target yet. Good football here by them, Selwyn. But I'd love to see, they're looking at the St. Lucia team here. Despite they had a lot of the possession down in the attacking third of the Rangers team here, but you're not seeing that.
It's difficult to penetrate.
Yeah.
Pretty difficult to penetrate. There's always a crowd of Rangers into that 18-yard box and reading the play quite well, communicating also, and this is why St. Lucia is finding it difficult to go through.
Just as how you have Guerra and Gale Selwyn in terms of the combination, St. Lucia need Richards and some other player here to make that sort of move up front. Because if you look at Richard,
Joseph with the ball, the shot comes in.
Not on target.
The goalkeeper reading quite nicely.
Number 9, which is Richard Selwyn. You speak about him here. He looked to me a good player. But you say individually, you alone cannot do it. You need that sort of a cohesive force to really create that problem. You see the playmaker is going off. Selwyn.
Here's Gill going off. The Horquetta making a change. 3 changes, it seemed. Charles. Guerra.
And it's good,
Charles and Guerra off.
It's good to see Selwyn that they taking the opportunity to give all the players the sort of opportunity to be able to get a feel of what it's like in terms of at that stage, so that when you reach at the big stage, you can be able to perform.
So 3 changes.
Goal kick for St. Lucia.
St. Lucia with possession at the back, and the Rangers getting back into their zone. Once they don't have the ball, they would always be in their zone, trying to win away possession, give the St. Lucia footballers something to think about. Deep, long, searching, and the keeper gets up there.
Good save. Great save.
He's pretty lanky.
Yes. You read that really well.
David. Ball back to David again.
Lovely 1-2.
And here comes the cross. It's a poor one. Aimlessly into goalkeeper Barslett.
Selwyn, I just speak about the World Cup football. Teams having countries having the opportunity for 4 years to prepare themselves here. It's really, we would love to see the Grenada national team really of a higher standard in terms of to get himself in ranking. And that takes a lot of work. Is it investment in more in coaches or investment in terms of players taking the opportunity to train, playing a lot more football? What do you think that we really need here in Grenada to really do a lot more in terms of to develop football here?
Well, you need professionalism. Key criteria for football at such level. You need to be professional. How would you be professional? Meaning that you ought to have that ball constantly at all times. You sleep football, you eat football, you talk football, and it's the only way. Now, the coaching is also another aspect. You have to have good coaching, one who understands the game, one who understands the player's mind, and this is exactly what it is. But football is elementary.
So I was just saying that you look at the Horquetta Rangers team here, hard work pays off here in terms of all the dedication and the work here. It speaks for itself in terms of the preparation. 2 goals to 0 here, and 75th minute here in the game here. Good football here by both by them.
Well, I guess that Rangers can possibly do a bit more. It's a friendly. The competitive spirit is not as robust as we would like it to be, because it's a pretty friendly. The working tactical plays, you can see how it is lined up, and all the elements of football playing here in the Rangers camp. But this is St. Lucia now going forward. Let's see exactly what is going to happen. That's number 9, Richards with it, looking to get that ball inside with the left boot, and the defender comes across, takes it quite nicely. There, an appeal for a handle ball. Nonetheless, the referee says play on. Sandyford playing that back into Joseph. And this is a runaway attack here for Rangers this time. 1 man around it, 2 men still holding on to possession. Pressure being put on him here. Screening quite nicely on the left side. Yet still has the ball in possession, but loses out this time. Very good struggle holding on to the ball. At the same time, he didn't have the support.
Yeah,
so
he was looking for that, Selwyn.
Yes, he was looking for the support.
But I think that, you know, Selwyn, the coach of the Horquetta Rangers team here will be really pleased in terms of what the performance he's receiving from his team.
Well, as I say, more could be done. It is not that competitive as we should think. This is Joseph. The ball is tucked away out of the danger zone, back into the St. Lucia half with Remy playing it forward, finding Sandyford. Sandyford back to Remy. The positioning of the Rangers team, meaning that there isn't an opening. A deep, long searching ball by Rebo. Can't get through. It's tucked out of the danger zone, falls back into the middle. St. Lucia with possession, showing a little bit more purpose. Nice 1-2, and the tackle comes in, loses away possession. This is David this time, sending his man on the flank, who had all the running and the struggle a short while ago, and carrying Rebo for a run. And
great defending here. Great defending.
The ball goes over the goal line.
Great defending here. It's going to be a corner by man looking here. Is it?
But good pressure.
Yeah, lovely pressure there, Selwyn, you know. And it's good to see that, you know, for the defending on the part of St. Lucia here. Good defending here.
Ball rolls over the goal line for a corner. That was Russell Jr. Nice chip ball. And it falls in favor of Rangers this time.
I think they're having a much better second half, Selby, if you look at the St. Lucia team. Despite they not really creating much excitement up front, but they're having a much better second half than the first half.
Rangers coming forward, can't get through, intercepted. St. Lucia winning away possession, looking for its man on the flank. Joseph gets it. Finding Richards, back to Joseph. Joseph looking to get the ball into the danger zone just outside the 6-yard box. Can't hold on to possession. And it's a goal kick to the Horquetta Rangers.
You're looking at the strikers of the St. Lucia Selwyn here. They need to know what they're about in the attacking third. And you look to me that they're hoping that something will happen. You have to make something happen as a striker.
Richards is down for St. Lucia.
As you say, good player, but you need help up front.
Well, what has happened, if you notice the Rangers team, they're defending with purpose and they're attacking with purpose. Elementary in football. You can take some lessons. I said that earlier on. There are a lot of lessons to learn from the plays that Rangers are making here this evening. When they are on the attack, they know how to speed up and slow down. They actually command the pace at which they are playing their football.
So you're saying that is in the drills in terms of the preparation?
Obviously.
And display. And, you know, the coach would be really pleased with that here this evening.
Well, we see in the tactical plays, they know, the players know what they are about. It's very skillful. And one of the things that you must also understand, communication, very important in football.
Very effective. Very, very effective.
St. Lucia playing the ball all along the carpet.
You know, something I observe here in the first half, we see a lot more movement of the ball from the Rangers team. In the second half, you're not seeing much of that. And they need to really get it right, especially in the midfield and the attacking third.
Remy playing it to Sandyford. St. Lucia in possession. Back to Remy again. Evans coming inside, looking to get some movement, and it's tucked away, but back in possession for St. Lucia. Sandyford with it. And the ball tucked away for a throw. Evans going forward. Rangers back in their zone. Tucked away. Back to St. Lucia. Just look at the style of the Rangers defense.
Yeah, lovely. You know,
once you have the ball, you find a man rushing you.
Yeah, the zone marking. Really
Obviously.
good. Really, really good.
At times they zone mark, and at times they hold you man to man.
Lovely control.
Joseph with it. St. Lucia in possession. Backward pass to Remy. Remy to Evans coming inside. To Joseph. Sending his man on the flank. Rebo.
Yeah, and this is what killing the attacking third there for St. Lucia. You're not seeing the purpose of front serving. You know, you're going to see one or two passes in the midfield defense, but where it matters most, you're not seeing that yet. That they need to get that right here. If they want to be effective in football.
St. Lucia making a change. 8 coming on, and Richards off.
He's a good player, Selwyn, but you need to see a lot more from him. And as you're saying, you know, you need that sort of support. And you're not seeing much of that here this evening.
Left booter. Deep. Infringement.
Against Rangers.
2-0. We're getting down into dying stages. And then probably Rangers don't really have anything much to worry about. Just hold their lane.
I would love to see a team that really has good condition and pace. How would they able to play this Rangers team, Selwyn?
Well, put it this way. Rangers, good professionalism. They know when to keep their composure.
When to accelerate.
Obviously, as we see now on the far side. One man around there gets into the space, plays it square. When they come forward with some purpose, understanding what they got to do, where to be, and they make the passes effectively. Look at a steal. Good pressure being put here to steal the ball.
It is.
St. Lucia winning away possession nonetheless. Sandyford with it. And here again, there's always some form of purpose with the Rangers team. A nice slip through, getting it on the far side.
Lovely pass.
Left, beautiful. Looking for his man through. The goalkeeper comes out, makes a save.
Great save.
There was some danger.
Great save. But lovely football here from the Rangers team here in the attacking third. Selvin. Good counter attack here by them here. They look really, and that in itself would have really buried the St. Lucia team here this evening. Good football here by them.
St. Lucia in the attack. Pressure being put on him. Backward pass to Sandyford. One man is down for Rangers. Shot coming in there, and apparently there no notice of the man down. Man is down.
Let's hope it's not anything that serious here, Selvin, with a player for the Rangers team here. The Horquetta Rangers.
That seems to be Lee, is it?
I didn't pick up a number of the player, Selvin. But I tell you what,
yes, he has to make a change.
Yeah.
He's somewhat favoring his groin. The men there for Rangers on the bench working out the stats, is it?
Which is very good because, Selvin, you look to me that they're taking a lot of notes and in terms
coach,
of
yes, the
very
coach,
important so that they
coach.
can they can do some assessment after the game.
The coaches.
And that is very important.
Lee is the man down. Lee.
Yeah, we're looking at the replay here with the player on the ground.
And Ross Russell can't get through the goalkeeper coming off his line, reading the play quite well.
Okay.
Lee is off.
Look to me, just coming to the touchline. Look to me, maybe his grind or his muscle there, doing some problem.
Ball headed away nicely.
Danger averted, lovely.
No fuss for the Rangers. They know exactly what they are doing.
Yeah.
Very good control. Crichton. St. Lucia winning away possession. Remy with it. Playing it to Sandyford. Square. Moving on to the flank. Mays. Pressure being put on him here. Still has control. Plays it back to Sandyford.
Lovely square pass.
Evans for St. Lucia. Rebo. That ball ricocheting back to Rebo. Rangers deep in their zone. Evans playing now 1-2, finding his man there. Remy, is it? Rebo again, deeper searching, looking for that long ball. It's headed out of the danger zone. Tall, lanky figures of Rangers at the back. And St. Lucia finding problems to get through. Very good defensive work by the Rangers team. Getting through with the ground passes just as far as the middle of the field, and Rangers winning away possession.
We look to me, Selvin, the St. Lucia team here, not showing that much in even the
Well,
stages of the game.
it's difficult to get through. If you're not running off the ball, you definitely won't get through, because at times you get zone marking, you have the ball, you find one man on you providing the pressure. This is Evans with the ball, trying to go through. A tussle here, backward pass to Sandyford. It is as far as St. Lucia is going, and a long kick from way outside.
Ball into touch there. Selvin, you saw them play against Grenada, St. Lucia. What you're seeing here this evening, they had a much better game before. in terms of how they attack and in terms of the defense, even the midfield as well.
Well,
Were you satisfied?
looking at St. Lucia in the last 2 games, they've been very good in their own defensive
half.
Obviously, but to get onto the attacker, there isn't that venom.
Well, you need to
and the pressure being put on Creighton. Very good player he is. Is it Creighton?
Yes, he is a good player. Good player. You know, and suddenly you can see that the Horquetta Rangers team here, you know, whenever they had the ball, as you said, they look purposeful here. They know what they're about.
Creighton, he was looking to make a move.
Great
Here
move.
it goes.
Yeah.
And the pressure being put on him here, and the infringement goes. There it is. By number 11, it is Mears. So it's going to be a free kick.
Number 80.
Emmanuel Thomas. Back to Rangers. Rangers with possession. Just tucking that ball. Finding his man there. That is it Lee, number 14. Lee. Left booter inside. Problems here for St. Lucia. It's tucked away by Rebo. The ball going into touch and we are down to the 90th minute. 5 minutes extra time. 2-0 in favor of La Horquetta Rangers. Playing pretty skillful.
They look the better team here this evening.
Showing purpose
yes,
when
they look the better team.
There's need for purpose. Speeding up the play.
Especially in the defensive side, they really look good.
You get that surprise.
Yes.
I love the fact that they communicate properly.
Effectively.
They move across for the ball, to win the ball back. If you look at how they are playing,
team
the
up.
ball is
team
on the
up.
left side.
Yes, yes.
You see every player is coming to that left zone.
Yes. Yeah.
The problem is that there isn't any purpose coming from St. Lucia to provide any problems for Rangers.
I think that, you know, the St. Lucia coach should really get a clip of that game here, Selwing, so that, you know, he could do a lot more assessment in terms of lovely ball.
St. Lucia going forward now. Harmless. Backward pass. Rangers winning away possession. Into the middle. Sends his man running. That seems to be Russell. Holding on to possession this time. Number 2, Russell, making a backward pass. To Sturge, is it? And losing out possession. St. Lucia now in the attack. Let's see how far they will go. Back to Evans. Square to Sandiford. To Remy. There is the formation of Rangers.
Lovely Selwyn in terms
There's
of
the formation of Rangers.
Yeah, man to man
at the back.
Very effective in that. Yeah.
Rebo, a long, deep, searching kick. This is where Rebo is good. Good take. Somewhere along the line, Rangers will win possession.
Because it shows well in terms of the drills, in terms of practice, Selwyn, and they're really doing it well here this evening. The coach will be pleased in the game here this afternoon.
Good screening. Ball backward. Rangers, possession. Showing some purpose to come forward. Deep, searching ball. Rebo to Evans. St. Lucia in possession. This is as far St. Lucia appears to be getting. Nice true ball.
And I'd love to see a lot more.
Loses out possession this time.
Movement of the ball for St. Lucia. That has to be
Could
very
have
careful.
problems here for St. Lucia. His man coming around quite nicely into the 18-yard box. And a left booter coming in. Not a good one. The ball goes over the goal line for a corner. Apparently coming off for one of the St. Lucian defenders. That seems to be Lee. Isaiah Lee.
1 minute again. I added extra time here, but I'm looking at the watch here. La Horquetta Rangers here. They look the better team here this evening. They in the first half they look really good in terms of creating 2 goals here. And here it is. They have a corner.
Probably looking for a third, a short corner. And what the tactics. He's rubbed up the ball. Henville gets it square and putting his man under some pressure. It's not a good pass. Rangers are winning away possession here on the attack. 2 men around and just couldn't make the steal. St. Lucia coming away here in possession. Remy with it, going around quite nicely, looking for his man up front. He isn't there. And bad passing, probably not looking to see where their players are. You just you have to keep your head up in this game. And this is the end of a good friendly. La Horquetta Rangers of Trinidad and Tobago coming away the winners, 2 goals to 0. Goals scored in the first half, midway in the first half, and the dying stages of the first half. And a very good exhibition of football by the players here from La Horquetta Rangers of Trinidad and Tobago. There's the captain, Creighton, and had a very good game indeed. The lanky figure of Creighton, and had a tussle. He had his play,
yes,
he had his moments,
yes.
And indeed they executed exactly as the coach would have liked it. This is the professional standard of the game, and St. Lucia got a taste of it.
Well, I tell you what, Selvin here, Guerra and Gill, they are the 2 players this evening that really stand out for me and the La Horquetta Rangers team here. In the first half here, they really take the ball to especially in the attacking to the defense of the St. Lucia team here, which created that 2 exciting goal here. On the other hand, St. Lucia didn't have what it takes in terms of to really get to the heart of the defense of La Horquetta Rangers defense here. I think they was really good at the back. I think in terms of what they learned from the coach here this evening, they come and display it here this evening, and they look the better team, they play the better football, and the results speak for itself here this evening.
Well, you just can't take anything away from the La Horquetta Rangers. Truly professional outfit. They gave an exhibition of themselves, and the football fans, the football players here who have been looking at this game would definitely get an example of the elementary nature of football. You have to know exactly what you are doing. You have to think properly.
Professionally.
Wonderful. I like the style of communicating. I like the style of winning the ball back. They do that very skillfully.
Teamwork.
Obviously. So as we hear end of the game at the 4th recreation ground, the game ending in favor of La Horquetta Rangers, 2 goals to 0 at full time. And indeed a very good display of football.
Really, really good football here, Selvin. And Selvin on the replays here this evening. I tell you what, good football here from La Horquetta Rangers. To me, they look the better team. They play the better football. Tactically, they were much more on top of the St. Lucia team here this evening. Especially in the attacking third here, they look really effective here, and they take their chances, which create 2 goals to 0 here this evening.
This is one of the goals scored by Guerra.
Yeah, I think he the player of the game here for me this evening.
And the man coming across here, this is Gill and Guerra. Good combination.
And when you look at how the combination is here this evening.
Yes, moving. This is the 2nd goal. No, that is one of the plays forward. The goalkeeper was right there on the move, and you find Gill and Guerra purposeful around the ball, and a very good attack by Poppy. And this is the 2nd goal for Rangers.
Selvin, you were speaking well about in terms of the movements of the ball with La Horquetta Rangers team. They did that well compared to the second half here, and that created that 2 exciting goal for them here. St. Lucia, on the other hand, did not able to be effective as that.
So that's the position out here at the Fall Recreation Ground. And for those of you who weren't here, you did miss some tactical play. You did miss some good football by La Horquetta Rangers and St. Lucia. The next outing for La Horquetta Rangers will be on the 10th at the Kirani James, I think right here at the Fall Recreation Ground. So on the 10th again, we will be right here at the Fall Recreation Ground with football, La Horquetta Rangers versus the Grenada National Football Team Spice Boys.